brought to you by Marcus and Mack. Indiana High Principal Wade McElhenney is on the line with us. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. I'm getting all mixed up here, Wade.
That's all right. You're welcome to my world right now, Todd.
All right. Well, we've got a pretty interesting segment set up here with a number of folks who will be calling in, and we're going to be bouncing back and forth, and we're going to start with you, and then you can transition to our next speaker. How's that sound?
That'd be great. First of all, thanks, Todd, for having us in this manner, in any manner for that matter. We really appreciate the opportunity to talk about the events, the activities, things are going on here at the senior high school, promoting our students and our programs. So we really appreciate the opportunity.
Our pleasure. All right, so who's up first?
Well, first we have Tracy Sexton. Tracy is our senior class advisor. She's a secondary math teacher here, but she is the person who coordinates the senior activities, including graduation. So she and her senior class officers have been working busily behind the scenes and getting things planned and prepared, working within the confines, restrictions, guidelines, and so forth for honoring our seniors. So she should be on the line, and she should be able to give you more information about graduation.
Tracy, you're up.
Hi, this is Tracy Sexton. As Wade McElhenney said, I am the senior class advisor at Indiana High School. And so I wanted to talk today about June 5th. June 5th is our last day of the high school of classes, and that would be the day that we would have our typical graduation ceremony. So one of the things that we're going to be doing that day is we're going to be handing out diplomas to our high school students, just like we would normal school year. So the students are going to show up to the high school. It's going to be an all-day thing to help spread out, to make sure there's no congestion at the high school. Students are going to show up, and they're going to be able to pick up their diplomas. They're going to be able to, we're going to let them get out of their cars. We actually have custom-made face masks for them. They're going to be wearing their caps and gowns, and we have the school board members coming to be there to hand over the diplomas to them. We're going to allow their parents and guardians to get a photo of that opportunity, so that way they can have that moment to treasure for the rest of their lives. We think that's a very special moment in each high schooler's life, and so we're happy to be able to let them capture that moment. Later that evening, we're going to have our virtual ceremony. So at 7 o'clock, we're really excited to say that IUP TV is going to be airing our virtual ceremony that night. I don't know of any other graduating class that can say they got to be on TV, so we're really excited about that. We're also going to air our premiere. We're going to premiere our virtual ceremony on IHS YouTube channel. So that way anybody who doesn't have access to IUP TV will be able to see the virtual ceremony on over the internet, if that's the means that they choose. I will have to put out a shout-out to Mr. Eric Pushkar. He has been absolutely amazing in this whole process. He is the one who is creating this ceremony for us. He's doing all of the editing, and he can do amazing things. So I'm really excited to see the finished product. I also have to put a shout-out to Dr. Julianne Laird. She's our orchestra director, and she found a way to be able to have our orchestra students and our choral students all record from home. So each student that is doing a speech or doing a musical number are recording from home and then sending that in to be compiled together to be our virtual ceremony. Pretty much everything you would see in a normal ceremony, you're going to get to see in our virtual ceremony. So the only exception would be, of course, walking across the stage to get your diploma. That is something that we couldn't do on a video, and so we brainstormed various ideas of what we could do instead. My officers, my senior class president, Danny Lee, my vice president, Jack Finnegan, the senior class secretary, Alyssa McLean, and the senior class treasurer, Lola Van Leer, we all brainstormed various ways to honor each and every student. We have about 200 students that will be graduating with us on June 5th, and we wanted to make sure each student had their moment to shine in our program. So what we decided to do is we decided to let each one submit up to 4 photos. One of those photos I asked to be them in their cap and gown. So we will get to see each and every graduate as we would have in a normal traditional ceremony. They also were welcome to send in other photos, such as a kindergarten photo or a senior photo or a photo showing off things that they love. I have to say I absolutely loved going through each and every one of these. We have students showing off their cars that they love. We have students showing off the fish that they caught. We have students playing baseball and lacrosse and football. And it was really neat to kind of get a glimpse into each and every student's life. And whenever we say their name for the virtual ceremony, we'll get to see those different aspects of their life on display. And so I think that's really neat that each student got the opportunity to show off what they wanted and show off the part of their life that they wanted to share with each and every one of us. At the end of our ceremony, we're going to be asking our students to video themselves turning their tassel. So that's another moment that is really important in a graduation ceremony. We were trying to figure out a way. We didn't want to do a Zoom meeting. We didn't want to have anyone have to have internet at an exact moment for this to work. So what we decided to do was actually use social media, something that the high school students are very familiar with. We're going to be asking our high school students to record themselves turning their tassel and put it on their Instagram story with the hashtag IHS Turning Tassels 2020. This way, when you type in the hashtag, you'll be able to see all of the IHS graduates turning their tassels pretty much all in the same platform, the same screen. You'll be able to go scroll through and see each and every friend, student, nieces, nephews, whoever they are to you, be able to see them all together turning their tassels at the end. This day I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be exciting, but we're also not stopping there. So we are also going to plan on a physical ceremony. So it has been released that our tentative date is August 7th. If we are able, if our guidelines allow us, we would like to still have an in-person ceremony. It's going to look different because a lot of the elements in a traditional ceremony they'll have already seen. And so we've been brainstorming ways to make it special. We're going to, I think calling it a ceremony with a class of 2020 graduation party is the way that this will be handled. And we're going to give the students an opportunity to hang out together for one last time as a class. I think that's important. If we're able to do that, I think it'll be a great opportunity for them to spend time together one last time before they all go off on their separate ways.
Okay, Tracy, we're going to have to move right along to Paul. Paul McHugh is with us next. Paul, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you today?
Very, very well. Very well.
Great. So my name's Paul McHugh. I'm the president of Indiana Area Education Association, which represents the teachers of Indiana School District. And we recently came together to connect with district students and families during the extended school closure. What we decided was through the efforts of some of our members and ideas, the teachers donated nearly $19,000 to buy pizzas for every family with students enrolled in Indiana School District. The district has roughly 2,900 students represented by just under 2,000 families. The Teachers Union contacted local pizza shops and purchased vouchers for large one-topping pizzas and mailed them out to the families of the district. Families with 3 or more students currently enrolled in the district received 2 vouchers. The message enclosed was, "Your teachers miss you. Tonight, dinner is on us." The added bonus is that $19,000 in revenue was infused into 7 locally owned businesses around town. Teachers buy dinner for the district was the catchphrase that was developed as the teachers generously made their individual donations to the cause. I wanted to give a shout out to all of the teachers in the district and to the community, just that we're here for you. I know these are very strange times, and this is truly what makes Indiana a great place to live, work, and go to school. That the community tends to look out for each other, and this was just our small way of saying we miss you and we're thinking of you.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Anything else from you, Paul?
That should do it for me. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I truly appreciate it.
It is our pleasure, and best wishes for you for a good summer.
And you too.
It's 8:51 in the morning, and I'm supposed to have a caller on another line, but I do not. And so our next caller, we've got a few minutes left on the segment. Other than that, Wade, if you want to call back, and we can keep the segment going as we head toward the top of the hour here this morning. And let's see who we have on the line next. Good morning.
Morning, Todd. This is Wade again.
Okay. All right.
Help to fill in a little bit until Gigi Gradler is going to be calling in, and she's going to be talking about IHS mini-thon and the Herculean efforts that our students of leadership class have done to prepare for the in-person activity, and then with the closure, now switching to a virtual IHS mini-thon.
Yeah.
And she'll be talking about that shortly.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's not here yet.
She isn't.
No.
Well, let's talk about some of the other activities that are going on here at the senior high school.
Mm-hmm.
If I could use this time, that we are June 1st through 3rd. We're going to be doing a student-in-school property exchange. We want to get those items that were left in lockers and throughout the building, the projects, whether those are the art projects or whether those are the technology education projects. We want to get those back to the students. They worked hard on those, and we want to return that property and also the everyday property was in lockers and so forth. At the same time, we'd like to use that opportunity to collect the school property, the textbooks, the calculators, any of those other resources that we will need for school next year.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea, June 1st through 3rd, we're going to be running time of 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. We have 2 shifts of people here will be working, and the idea is to, of course, spread out the day so that we don't have any large congregations of individuals on a property, because we're limited to 25 right now. And then also give people an opportunity to come and do that exchange when it's convenient. By running it like that, we should be able to capture a lot of the parents and guardians because of work times and such. And then be able to do that exchange. We'll be able to get that property back and be able to return it to those classrooms. Teachers can then have those resources ready for the beginning of the next school year. The thing we are asking is, as students are bringing those items back to school, that they put a note, a piece of tape, a sticky note, or something on the item, to indicating to which teacher those items belong.
Okay.
And so that would be very helpful in getting that exchange facilitated.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that June 1st through 3rd, and looking forward to doing that. And also one more item for that exchange. We know we have seniors who have Chromebooks, and those seniors who have to return their Chromebooks would be greatly appreciated if it's done during that time. All the other students, the underclassmen, they are to keep their Chromebooks over the summer because they'll be using them when they come back to school. So that's one of the things that's going on.
Okay, so she's on the line now, Wade.
Excellent, Todd.
Yeah.
It was good talking to you, and thank you again for hosting us this school year, and I wish you and your listeners the best in the summer. Stay healthy and safe.
And you as well. All right, let's say hello again. Good morning. Good morning. You're on the air.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Okay. Introduce yourself and tell us what you have to say from Indiana Senior High.
My name is Gigi Gradler, and I am a co-chair of the Indiana High School mini-thon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just coming on to thank the community and everyone that's helped contribute to this year's event.
Okay, so the regular mini-thon didn't happen the way that it normally would have, but you still managed to do some good things.
Yes. So, unfortunately, we could not have our event in March. So, our alternative method is we're going to put out a official mini-thon video next Friday that has our total of how much we raised and all of our sponsors and just a little bit about mini-thon and what we do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything that folks need to know specifically about it and how they can contribute?
We will just be posting it, I believe, to a YouTube channel, and anyone can access it and watch it. And we'll be sure to put it on all of our social medias, which is IHS Leadership. So it will be easily accessible through Facebook, Instagram. That way anyone can view it and see all the work we've done.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for calling in to tell us about it, and we appreciate it and hope that you have a great summer.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And there you go, our Indiana Senior High segment here this morning on the Voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. And our segment brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Injured people. Injured